Do your designs contain piping, tubing, wires, cables, or even ductwork? If so, you know that these contain many parts to create, assemble, and then detail manually. With SOLIDWORKS Premium is included the routing add-in application. With routing, you can create a special type of subassembly that builds a path of pipes, tubes, electrical cables, or ducts between components automatically. SOLIDWORKS Routing offers time-saving advantages such as easy drag-and-drop placement that can intuitively snap route components into your model hassle-free. It also includes a vast library filled with pre-made industry-standard routing components that are ready to use on demand. And lastly, automatic creation of engineering drawings and bill of materials with complete data including properties and cut lengths for your route. Sounds interesting? We know that projects often have tight deadlines, so saving time is key to a project's success. Let's see how this great tool can help you save hours of tedious work. You can see that there are several pipe spools already created in our assembly. We will work on this area here. We can conveniently access our parts through the design library, which already contains many commonly used parts. Keep in mind that you can always easily add your own to this library. Then, we'll simply drag and drop these parts onto our assembly. Notice that these automatically snap in place and size to the closest matching size. This automatically brings us into 3D sketch mode, where we simply sketch out our route and SOLIDWORKS applies the right sized pipes and elbows to our route. We'll connect to our tank here, and just like that, we have a route completed. This creates a sub-assembly containing all of the right sized and length pipes that we can open in its own window and edit there as well. We'll take this a step further by inserting another size pipe to our route. By adding this reducing T to our route, SOLIDWORKS knows to place different sized pipe. We can then connect it to this flange and auto-route these with no effort. This is a great way to make sure our routes are using the best path possible and are not interfering with any other components in our assembly. Opening this in its own window now, we can see that all our parts are mated in place and no extra work is needed from the end user. We can still though add components if needed. For example, this threadlet. Many of the components in the library have smart features tied to them. For example, this cutout. This can save you precious time every time you use these components. Lastly, we can document our design and import our bill of material with data including properties, cut lengths, and descriptions in just a couple clicks. Let's take a look at bent tubing now. Similar to piping, we easily drag and drop our components from the design library and snap these in place. Then again, we can auto-route these components. What's different here is that the tubes are bent, and all this information for the size and bent location is stored within the feature. In just a couple clicks, we can extract all this information for manufacturing effortlessly in a handy HTML format. Keep in mind that these routes are fully parametric. When a change is made to the route, it will be pushed anywhere the route is being used, just like you would expect it to. Lastly, let's take a look at electrical wiring. Let's face it, trying to represent wires with no tool is a big pain. Drawing a bunch of splines and having to define those is time-consuming and often looks messy. With SOLIDWORKS Routing, it takes the pain out of the process. We want to route our fans to the circuit board here. We will start by inserting our connectors, which again snap in place with no manual mates needed. After routing these, you can see that we are interfering through our power supply. We'll solve this issue by placing clips to guide our wires. We simply reroute to those and SOLIDWORKS find the shortest path easily. Adding additional wires to our route is a breeze. We simply split our spline and our work is done. Adding information to our wires and extracting it is necessary when dealing with these designs. With a routing tool, it is extremely simple to add this information. Again, we can work with a built-in library or generate our own information for these wires. SOLIDWORKS also knows the length for each wires. Since we're working with all this parametric information, creating harness drawings can be done within seconds. SOLIDWORKS Routing allows you to completely automate the process of routing pipework, tubing, or cabling, saving you many hours of modeling against traditional methods. If you're interested in this great solution, please let our team of experts know, and we'll be happy to give you more information.